Hello, everyone. Well, thank you for bearing with us as we took our quick break to get some hydration and get our Rangers all set for the second half of our adventure. So far tonight, our Ranger team was called to the North Pole to help Santa investigate why his mystic table allowed him to see how people were doing, if they've been naughty or if they've been nice, and see if they had the magic of Christmas still within them. Was on the fritz. While they were there, Thea noticed a dark shape floating outside as the elves were piled at the door, and as she went to investigate, the team was beset by a set of putties, which they fought outside of Santa's workshop. In the process, they could hear machinations happening in the barn, which ended up being a very, very heavily modified version of Santa's sleigh came sliding out of the barn, almost Mad Max style. And as it did, there was a creature with a chimney for a head and a smoky beard that was at the helm of said sleigh. And as it took off, the all of reality shifted behind behind him, and our heroes went from 3-dimensional to 2-dimensional, and that is where we are picking up. So, you guys all kind of look a little bit like Steamboat Willie-esque type of characters, with especially the gray and white and black kind of color pattern, and all of the North Pole looks exceedingly dark and dingy at the moment. The elves seem to have completely lost any of the holiday spirit. They are very lethargic and barely moving. They're starting to slowly take down ornaments and lights from the various decorations that are around in the plaza. And it is generally just a not so good time at the North Pole right now.
Yo, man, this is not good for my aesthetic.
No.
No. This is horrible.
So weird and have an insatiable need to bounce up and down.
Does anybody else hear whistling in their head? No, that's just me.
Well, now I do.
Well, Rangers, that thing's getting away, and I think maybe
I'm gonna say we have to get him.
yeah, I think maybe it's it's morphin time.
Certainly seems like it.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to go. Ready?
Ready?
Sit on.
Pterodactyl.
Triceratops.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Just Tyrannosaurus, Alex.
Whatever.
You were better this year. And you guys are able to morph into your ranger forms, which again still have the same structure to them. You do, for a brief moment, there is the flash of each of your colors and then it is drained away very quickly. So you guys are very monochromatic at the moment.
Are our Zords 2-dimensional too?
You haven't summoned your Zords yet. No.
Oh. Well, that thing's flying away. We should summon our Zords.
Yeah.
All right. You guys go ahead and summon your Zords. And I will move you to the correct map for this next action scene. So, Alex, if you'll zoom in on the bottom of our screen here, you summon your Zords. And your Zords usually come out very much the stoic, the stoic metal gigantic robots that they are. This time when you summon them, they are very animated. Be the best way to describe them. Let me make these guys a little bit bigger here so that the audience gets the full effect.
I just got them in frame, Andy.
Sorry, might need to zoom out.
Oh my god!
Might need to zoom out.
You know, you can hit Shift to Z and they temporarily just become real big to see.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but that's not on screen.
Amazing.
No, it isn't.
Only for me.
Huh, okay.
It is if Alex does it, right?
No, it pops up in the middle of the screen, but I don't have the middle of the window shared on Roll20 right now. I moved us down into that corner so we can see everything.
So your Zords appear.
This is disrespectful.
They've never had eyes before. They've never been animated in such a manner. And each one of them, as they appear next to you, is roughly, slightly taller than you, and then usually they're toweringly taller than you. Um, and each one of them will speak to you in a voice that you've heard in your heads, but never quite in this manner before. So, Thea, what does the Tyrannosaurus Zord sound like to you? Especially in this form.
Hi, Thea. Let's go over there and get the bad guy, huh? I love you. You love me.
Oh no. Evie, what does the pterodactyl Zord sound like to you?
The pterodactyl Zord sounds British. In fact, it sounds, not that I'm capable of precisely doing the voice, but it sounds like Julie Andrews. It is very comforting, it is very supportive, and it thinks that we must put a right end to this wicked, wicked fellow.
Cameron, what does the Mastodon Zord sound like to you?
Very white. Don't ask me to try that. It doesn't work.
My darling, yeah.
Hey, hey.
Can't get enough of your Zord, babe.
Probably also sounds like a radio personality a little bit. Like, hey, Cameron, coming back to you live.
What does the Mastodon Zord say to you?
Coming back to you live.
Tristan, what does the Triceratops Zord sound like to you?
Spike, the Triceratops, says, "All right, Tristan, we gotta follow the sharp tooth. Yep, yep, yep."
And Rachel, what does the saber-toothed tiger Zord sound like to you?
I think paradoxically, it sounds like a New York City beat cop. Like, come on, we got to go get him. He's getting away. It's like that dirtbag North Jersey accent.
Come on, I'm morphing here.
All right, well, let me shrink you guys back down to size. Thank you for playing along with me, because I saw these pictures on Pinterest as I was just doing this quick search for the Zord pictures, and I'm like, nope, this is it. This is where my idea is taking me, and everyone's gonna have to live with it.
So many modules of mine start that way. I'm like, ooh, this is a neat picture.
All right, so we have you guys. I am going to call this a chase scene. You are chasing after the man in the monster in Santa's sleigh with your Zords. The sleigh has not taken off to the skies as of yet. It is more just rocketing through the city, this elven village. So you guys have not only to get to the sleigh and try to stop it, you also have to avoid causing damage to the city itself. So driving will be imperative. You can use your Zord's abilities. You should all have access to your Zords in the thing, but I do need to actually give you guys control of the Zords themselves here. So actually, that was the wrong one. Because I forgot to do this. All right, so Thea, you should have control of the Tyrannosaurus Zord now. Rachel should now have control of the Sabertooth Zord. Evie should now have the Pterodactyl Zord.
Come on, guys, let's go get him.
Yep, yep, yep.
Cameron should now have access to the Mastodon Zord.
All right.
And Triceratops Zord should now be in control of Tristan.
In control of Tristan?
Yes. The other way around, but you knew what I meant, so.
I'm following its lead. Spike knows what's up.
Yeah, in their current rendition, I don't think we're in control of this.
All right. So the sleigh is going to get to go first, and then you guys get to go in any order. But it is going to rocket ahead, and it is going to make a very sharp turn into this northern corridor here. As it does so, the back end of the sleigh slides out and slams into this building right here, causing damage. You will see that some of the wall and the outer structure fall apart, and there is an elf in a bathtub. Uh, Hastily pulling the shower curtain on as the bathtub precariously perches on the remnants of the floorboards. It looks like it's about to fall out and down with the elf inside.
Oh no.
So, who would like to go first?
I'll go first. Hang on, little buddy. I'll come over there and save you. It's the T-Racket Rocksteadies over here. I can move 40 feet, so we're good.
Can move 40 feet, which I actually have to move my guy a little bit further ahead because I just wanted to leave him where he caused the damage. But he is further ahead than that. So
what do I need to do to save this poor elf's bath time?
Well, what would you like to do to save this poor elf's bath time?
Sort of put my little T-Rex head up underneath the second floor and flip it over so he falls inside instead of outside.
All right. The Tyrannosaurus Zord does have a set of skills.
Ooh, might, do you think?
I could see might. You could also use driving if you wanted to position him correctly.
I don't know if I'm being like real gentle about this. I'm gonna use might.
All right.
Because the plan is to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but inside the house instead of outside the house.
Okay. Yep, then absolutely give me a might roll, please.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty will be 12.
Here we go. Oh, no! That is a 1, or it's a 4 total. 3 on the dice.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah, I should probably save his little elf life. It's probably valuable. At least to him. I'm a superhero or whatever. Here we go. 19, critical success.
All right. So what does it look like as you flip him back into the house?
Yeah,
Obviously,
we sort of...
the water's going to splash out everywhere.
And to be clear, the Megazords are just a little bit bigger than me, right? It's not regular Megazord sized.
Yeah, it is absolutely not regular Megazord size. It's just really weird that it's, basically rideable instead of you in the cockpit.
So we both race over, and the Megazord launches me up into the air, where I sort of push the bathtub out of the way as the Megazord stabilizes the floor, and I throw a towel onto the elf as he goes flying out of frame to maintain RPG rating.
Because he's absolutely going back end first.
Yep. And then I'll high five the T-Rex with its little arms. I'll do a little arm too. And get back on it.
All right. Who would like to go next? For our heroes.
I'll go next.
All right.
And
go ahead, Evie.
Evie would like to have the pterodactyl Zord. Basically, I want to double move to get up in front of the sleigh. Just kind of to try to make myself an obstacle for him to have to either stop or go around.
Okay. Seeing as how the pterodactyl Zord has flight, you can absolutely do that.
Okay. Then with a double move, I can get myself to be right up here.
Okay. Who wants to go next for our heroes?
Tristan's just going to tell Spike, run fast, we'll go around. And just double move. 70. Try to just bolt full speed.
for the other hall, for the other alleyway,
Mm-hmm.
or the other section of the roadway there.
Yep. And maintain momentum and hope that the sleigh comes this way for a spike headbutt. But
All right,
that's me for the turn.
Will you give me a driving test as you take that corner to make sure that you do not cause any damage to the Elven village?
Sure enough.
Difficulty will be 12.
From me or from the Zord?
From you.
Okay. No shift. Difficulty 12. Normal. 19.
19. You take that Tokyo Drift style. Because Calvin's in the audience.
It's all about elfdom, Dom.
All right. Rachel or Cameron, who'd like to go next?
Sure. How far can we go?
Should have. Did I not put the speed on the Zords?
Mine was on there. Mine was 40.
My movement is blank on the Mastodon.
Ah.
But is a double move
moment.
sufficient to get up next to him?
You have 40 feet of ground movement.
Does
So,
that, can I double move
yes.
or is that not a thing? Okay.
You can absolutely, you can double
So
move.
I'm going to come straight across and make this turn past the elf who is whipping into the to the back there and come right up behind him. And my Mastodon goes, listen, you need to give back the spirit of Christmas.
Would you also please give me a driving test because you have to maneuver the Mastodon through the space next to the Tyrannosaurus Zord and make sure that you also do not go tumbling into a building.
Can I use the autopilot on the Mastodon Zord, which looks a little easier?
You can absolutely use the Mastodon's driving skill.
All right. Does the specialization autopilot count?
Yes, it's not going to help too much because it's driving a D2, so you're only rolling a D2 regardless, but difficulty 12.
12. Yeah, it's still better than I would do.
The T-Rex Zord and I lock eyes together as they're coming around the corner.
And with the 8 that Cameron rolls, initially your eyes go wide as it looks like Cameron's going to come bowling into you. Would you like to re-roll that, Cameron?
No.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'm here for this.
So, the Mastodon Zord bowls into the Tyrannosaurus Zord. You both kind of become a ball for a brief second. You slam into the building a little bit more. The elf that you threw into the building, Thea, is now like huddled right as the snout of the Tyrannosaurus Zord is like right up in its face. It's like inches away from it, kind of clutching the shower curtain. And then there's that huff as the shower curtain kind of blows everywhere from the Tyrannosaurus Zord releasing its breath.
Sorry.
That's okay, little buddy. I know that corners are hard for people with 4 legs.
Yep.
Rachel.
I think I am simply going to try and keep pace with the bad guy.
All right.
Wait a minute, I'm the only Zord with 2 legs. I guess the pterodactyl's got 2 legs.
It's like pterodactyl only has 2 legs.
Yeah.
So it's a double move to get to there, but
All right. You will also need a driving test to go around the corner.
okay.
I will say that it is difficulty 10 because it's now a clearer path because of what just happened.
You're welcome.
Great job. Thanks, Cam.
Oh, but watching a cat take a corner too fast is one of the beautiful treasures in life.
All right. Well, the driver of the sleigh kind of whips his head back towards you, Rachel, and looks ahead towards Evie and goes, "Rangers? Trying to spoil my fun? It's my holiday now. I could do what I want. Ooh, what does this button do?" He
Oh, no.
slams the hand on a giant red button that he has on the console, and this giant cartoonish missile comes out of the back of the sleigh, does the pivot, looks right down at Rachel and the Sabertooth Zord, and the fire sputters from the back end of the rocket. It dies, and then the rocket just falls off the back of the sleigh onto you.
Oh, okay.
We gotta have a conversation with Santa Claus.
Is she going to take damage? Because I've got a quip for this.
She very well may take damage for this. Yes, depends on if I hit. What is your evasion's 18?
Evasion in the Zord is
No, it's not that high. Yeah,
15.
15. All right, not 145. No edge on this. All right, so no, I do not hit with the missile. It literally does just fizzle and honk onto the ground behind you.
The name of that, Andy, the Tannenboom missile.
Yeah.
Really, really.
You can actually thank the the team from Renegade for this, because this is actually the write up for this character from Christmas last year.
My goodness.
So, all right, that is his attack, and for the rest of that, he will just kind of zip forward, pushing the rocket. I will have to make a driving test. He does get the specialization of sleigh. There is somebody in his way.
Oh my god.
But he does get a critical success, so he is able to maneuver past you, Evie, up to the corner and dashes over.
Through the snow?
Yep.
He's
But
very fast.
This is an 8-horse open sleigh.
Open sleigh.
That's so much horsepower.
Yeah, he is kind of fast in this thing.
We were talking about things that annoy me last night on Something in the Dark. Something else that annoys me is one horse generates more than 1 horsepower. A horse generates like 2.54 horsepower.
Right, so it looks like Evie, you'd like to go next?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Unless someone has an objection.
You do you.
All right, Terry, let's do something about this guy. Of course. And I'm going to fly diagonally. Actually, I'll just fly straight over this way. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the sleigh with my electro cannons.
Go for it. You are looking to hit. You're looking to hit an 18.
All right. I do not have a specialization, so no. I had to move, so I can't aim. That is a hit.
You do hit. You deal 2 points of electrical damage. What does it look like as the electro cannons fire off and strike the sleigh?
So the electro cannons on the wings of the pterodactyl spark to life, and a big, they don't crackle with typical electricity. Instead, a big like Shazam style lightning bolt flies out of it. And both of them hit the what are those called? The sleds of the sleigh, the rudders or the runners, I think is what they're called.
Runners. Yep.
Yeah, as they hit into the runners, kind of shaking Heximus around.
Yep. So the sleigh does fishtail a little bit from that attack, and you see the curse you fist kind of raised from in front of the sleigh. Which hero would like to go next?
Jolly good shot.
I'll go. I'm going to try to carefully maneuver my way that direction. Andy, I might be silly. I don't have rocket thrusters, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay. I can't jump. I don't have big hops either, do I?
No. You would as your ranger self, but it's
Yeah.
the map is not to scale for how you guys are chasing him.
Right. It's just, here we go. I guess I'll do a double move. It looks like this corner does have room to go through, maybe?
Looking to cut in at the middle there before right here.
I hadn't thought about that. Let me double check. All right. So I was
You
here.
were trying to go up there.
Yeah, sorry, I was
I
doing
see.
math
Yeah,
on
'cause-
my end.
Nope, that's fine. Yeah, there's a little bit more room. I will give you a driving test of 10 versus 12.
It looks like I can still get into melee range if I go the way that's not super perilous.
Okay.
Other than maybe going around Rachel.
All right. You have 2 tight corners to go through there, so I will look for difficulty 14 driving test.
Awesome. Here we go. Come on, Felix. Oh no, I fumble.
You did fumble. It does generate a story point for you.
Cool.
Go ahead and really strongly suggest that you don't take the funny on this one.
No, I'm gonna suffer. I'll suffer the con. I don't think you're allowed to reroll a 2, are you? A fumble.
You are.
Yes, you are,
Oh,
because you rolled low. You rolled a 1 in that, so fumbles just do things. They generate story points.
I'll accept the consequences of my actions. I'm fine with it.
All right. So you're gonna be back here at that first corner. You did the you went to take the turn. You tried to drift. You hit a patch of ice,
Mm.
and you went face first. Both you and the T-Rex Zord go face first through the window. And you land on a table as an elf family is setting out a great Christmas feast, which is now completely splattered all over their faces, and they're doing that.
Who ordered the extra mashed potatoes? I don't speak elf, I'm sorry. And I'll get up and put what I can on myself back into the plates that I was next to. And get back on the Zord.
All right. To the heroes would like to go next.
I got something.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go over here and squeeze through to get to there to take a shot with my tail laser.
Okay. If you're going to do that cautiously, I would imagine, so you're not moving more than your single movement speed. So go for
Yep.
it.
Cool. And I have it's a melee attack. Okay. All right. There we go.
I'm looking for an 18.
Oof.
Ten will miss, unfortunately.
Gotcha. I'll spend a story point.
Okay. Deleted.
See about re-rolling that. Hey,
There you
Much
go.
better.
2 more damage. The sleigh is looking a little bit more rickety. As this shot lances into the sleigh, the world around you guys shifts a little bit more. The animation style changes. It's a little bit more 1960s now. You're absolutely back in color. You look a little Hanna-Barbera-ish. But the Zords are still as animated as they have been. Right. Which of the heroes would like to go next? I believe we have Cameron and Tristan yet to go.
I need Tristan to go first.
Okay. So here's how you make a driving roll while not actually running. Tristan's going to bound forward, and in a very cartoonish way, Spike is going to jump onto the tree, which is going to bend over almost to the ground and then swap back up. So he is perched on top of it like a little cat in a tree. And still make a driving roll to see if that even works, because that's how
See
you
if you
do
don't-
things.
You see if you don't break the tree. Give me a difficulty 13 driving test.
Absolutely. It's more fun to make it hard on yourself.
It's a one shot.
That's right. But I got it.
You did. The Triceratops Zord is perched on the top of a tree. It's kind of wobbling back and forth with the elastic energy of a cartoon.
That's the absolute scariest thing you can do. And I'm going to aim the chain hurler at the sled, but I'm going to wait till it comes out over here so I don't possibly restrain him and have him fall into a building. Worst case, maybe into the water. So
Okay.
holding that action.
Okay. Then we will go to Cameron.
All right. When you're so far behind now, like I am, you have to do something creative. By the way, did anybody mention that I'm the only creature from the Ice Age? Well, you guys are from like tropical climates and crap. So, I would like to take my Mastodon over to the bridge. I
Mhm.
think that'll be like a double move to go up where Tristan was here and then across here.
Okay.
You make me do a driving roll for that because that's where I want to stop.
Yes. Difficulty 12.
All right. Once again, I'm using my buddy here because I don't have driving skill for some reason.
Yeah, because not everybody gets skills and everything.
Yeah, well, I would be a snag for me, so let's not do that, right?
You
No,
can't
because
suffer a snag in piloting
Correct.
your own Zord.
Yep.
Oh,
you're-
okay. Well, that's good.
It's just a D20 roll.
Well, I was still going to do the autopilot. Is that okay?
Yep. You're good.
And what's the difficulty?
12.
I will try a story point.
Okay.
We need like a simple reroll button under the same conditions, you know?
Yep. I wish they hadn't given up on the Roll20 implementation of the character sheets.
Yeah.
Yay!
That is a very good use of that reroll. The 21 on that one. Nice. Okay.
I don't think I get an action here, but I just
I-
I remember suddenly that I live in snow.
Perfect. All right. So Heximus is going to go next. He looks back, sees the three he sees at least two of you have taken shots at him. You've landed shots. He's gonna say, all right, let's try this on for size. The back half of the sleigh modifies itself into a giant rocket engine, and he whips forward around the corner, comes down to here, and then suddenly drifts this corner and takes off into the sky right to here. I will make a driving test. And yes, it is both sleigh as in SLEIA, EIGH, and SLAY. Because Flash Arc asked.
As you
Okay,
do.
this is 15. He fails his driving test. So instead of taking off into the sky, the rocket sputters and he goes careening into the trees here. It gives him a minor amount of cover, which means that any ranged attack will have a snag against him. But he also has to kind of get moving next turn and will not be able to move to get full movement.
So before he lands, since I had an action ready to try and restrain him,
Yep,
can I hit him with?
He did not go in the direction that you expected him to.
Oh,
What's the
gotcha.
reach? What's the reach of your chain?
120?
120?
Well, 50, 120.
50, 100. Yeah, so anything between 120 is your max range.
Right.
So you can go ahead and do it from where he ends up, because he would have done that bit to go up here, but he didn't go across the bridge, which I believe is where you were trying to hit him from.
Sure. So a snag and a downshift, probably?
Yes.
Go down one.
This, you were looking for a 16 to hit and not an 18.
Okay. Go.
That is a fumble.
I'm happy taking it.
All right, and give you the story point, Deuce.
That's 2 1s. Double the
Mhm.
fun.
Double the fun. All right, Rangers,
feel-
it is your turn.
I'll go. I'm gonna go over there and get him.
Go get him, Ray.
He's in the high grass. That's the natural enemy of the or the natural environment of the T-Rex.
The high grass.
Yes, me and every
What
other. I'm so
what are you,
close.
what are you, a Pokemon?
No, I guess it's Velociraptors. Andy, what can I do to get 5 more feet of movement?
You don't have to. You have laser beam eyes.
But I want to bite him. Okay, I'll laser beam him.
Give little arms.
I can roar too. I mean, I'm gonna laser beam him. Let's just Superman it up here. So I will come stomping into the Christmas tree forest, and my glowing red eyes will appear on my silly little Barney dinosaur.
Go ahead and give me that roll, and you're looking for 16.
16. I can get a 16. Here we go. Oh, that's a 12. I'll spend a story point to reroll this, though.
Okay.
All right. This time for real, Felix. Come on.
Ah.
One more. This is an open letter to every game developer in the world. Use the M&M Hero Point. It is great for everyone.
Which of our heroes would like to go next?
And thank you so much for the raid, Goblin Cave. I hope you had a wonderful stream. We're here just in time for the Power Rangers Christmas special, so we're having a good time.
I think I will. I'll try and get around the woods here and see if I can close in on him. All right. So I have to double move to get there, so I can't make an attack this turn, but
You didn't want to move through the trees?
oh, I guess I could do that, yeah. Is that a driving check?
Yeah. Make it difficulty 12. Just to kind
Cat
of
in a tree.
But you are a cat.
I for what it's worth, I didn't roll, Andy. I'm sorry for not rolling a driving check.
No, you're fine.
I wasn't sure since we're like basically human size.
All right, so I'm going to end up in basically the same place. It's just going to take me most of the turn to get there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still get there, just not as uses up all of your movement.
The saber-toothed tiger is used to three-dimensional forests, so it's taking a little bit longer than anticipated.
All right, which of our heroes would like to go next?
Well, after carefully hopping down off the tree, because that didn't work, the high ground was useless. We will move normally. Lose 10 feet of movement to get off the tree. but we're willing to take that tail cannon shot with cover.
Okay.
Is that snag or
Downshift.
downshift? Or...
Downshift.
Got it. 1 or 2?
One. Just one.
That's just the tail laser. That's the 18, right?
No, 16 at this
Oh,
point.
16. Got it. Boy, I'm rolling so many 7s tonight. It's great. Well, we get story points. Story points. Let's use one.
Okay. Did I? You should just be able to hit the attack on the Zord's sheet too to make this roll.
It gives me the same dialogue box.
It should.
Oh yeah. 16.
One
Yeah,
better on
for
the D20, one worse on the skill die. Oh,
so many trees, they're in the way.
yes. Right. Evie or Cameron?
I'll go.
Okay.
Evie is going to fly diagonally over here, and from above the trees, fire down at Heximus with the lightning cannons once more.
You will not have a downshift because you have a clear line of sight.
Flying, yo.
Yo.
All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use a story point to roll this as if specialized.
Okay, there you go. Good use of a story point.
And difficulty is 16 now?
16, yep.
Okay. If it matters, my lightning cannons also ignore armor.
Okay.
That seems impossible.
All ones on the skill dice. Yikes.
All right, have my last story point, because no.
I don't accept this.
That seems, like I said, impossible.
Ooh. Take this.
Yeah.
Love my anger and all of my sorrow.
Yeah. Curses. All right, I'll miss.
Ugh.
I need you to talk to whatever
Cameron.
lava lamp is doing these random numbers, Deuce.
I would, but they enjoy the tension.
All right, Cameron, it is
Sorry,
your
I
turn.
didn't mean to do that, Thea.
That's okay.
I had this crazy idea to use my Mastodon's attack to freeze the water, but he didn't go that way.
I mean, he's not coming in that direction.
Yeah, why did he stop over there? That's odd. I'll just take my move toward here. I think I can get there, but he's too far for me to double move and get there.
Okay.
Plus I suck at driving. And I'm losing all my story points.
Right.
Can I hit him with the freezing trunk mist from here? It says range 50/120.
Yes, you can absolutely douse him in freezing mist.
Okay, there's just a penalty because of the trees.
Yes. So one downshift.
Okay, no specialization, I presume.
Correct.
Spike it down.
Difficulty?
16.
Nope.
Roll 20 just does not like you guys tonight.
There's just a light fog.
Hey, Zordon, could you unplug and plug the morphing grid back in?
Oh boy. Okay. Right. So Heximus
We wasted all our good luck on the initiative.
No, we got this. We're gonna turn it around. Here we go.
All right. Heximus is going to get the sleigh pointed in the direction of the rest of you, the 4 of you that are in a line. He is, however, going to reach into a bag that is sitting on the seat next to him, targeting Rachel, as he pulls out a giant lump of coal
Oh no.
and tosses it at you, Rachel. What is your dodge, or do you want to take it?
So this is still the Zord, right?
Yep.
Okay, the Zord will like lean into it.
So what's the toughness?
18.
18. All right.
Dinosaurs were tough.
I have a 22.
Okay.
Not a cursed
take
coal
one-
clump.
A cursed coal lump smacks into the saber-tooth Zord, and the Zord will take 1 point of psychic damage,
Okay.
and you will feel it in your head.
Ow. I don't like that.
Nope. He could not move this turn due to the failure last turn, but he has shifted his direction and looks like he wants to basically bowl down the rest of you. Who wants to go next?
Andy, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Do the weapons of the Zord count as a power weapon?
Not for the purposes of your
Volley.
yeah, no.
Okay. Damn.
The Zord weapons are powerful in and of their own right.
They are. They are.
But yes, I know. Trust me, you will get a chance to use that.
I'm gonna come up here and claw this dude.
All right.
Claw bite.
Yeah, I'm gonna claw bite, but I'm gonna get out of lightning bolt formation, as Cameron helpfully reminded us we were in. And I'm gonna give him one of these there hayas. Hiya. 16.
No, back to 18 now.
Back to 18. Oh my good golly gosh. Here we go. 20.
You hit 20. 2 points of damage. What does it look like as you rend into the sleigh?
Yeah, we come stomping up. Here we go. It's time to smash. And we take the claws on the things and we just start ripping and tearing whatever we can grab a hold of on the chimney stack.
No, stop it! You're ruining everything.
You've been
And,
very naughty.
Of course I have. I'm the bad guy. As you rend into the as you rend into the sleigh, the animation style of the world changes once again, and now we're a little bit more Thundercats, G.I. Joe's, Transformers style. We have reached the 80s.
Don't forget She-Ra.
Yes, She-Ra as
Yeah.
well. Who's going next?
I'll go next, because
All right,
you know what? I don't have to move this time, so I can aim.
that is true.
So I will go ahead and aim the lightning cannons as I fire down upon him once more. Take that, you blighter.
Nice.
That is a 29.
Hmm.
And somehow not a critical.
Because it's not
No, because I had 3 upshift, which meant my skill roll was 2d8, which means I didn't actually roll an 8 on either of the 2 dice.
Yep. Ugh.
And
Yeah,
a 20 on the d20 does not make it a critical.
Right, but that will absolutely hit, and 2 more damage will get through. The sleigh is almost destroyed, it looks like, and we shift 2 more decades forward to the animation style of the early 2000s, or late 2000s, before 2010. You're all Adventure Time.
No!
Come on, everybody. Come grab a friend.
All right, who's going next?
Hey, Cameron,
Yeah.
if he messes with the Rangers, he gets the horns. Let's do this.
Would you like me to give you a boost? I have a free action boost thing for you.
I would love that.
Okay. You got this. any ally within 60 feet can understand what I'm saying gets a, oh, this is the 2 upshifts.
I will tell you up front, whether I hit or not, I'm going to end up on the other side of him. So you figure that out while you're diff 18 and Megazord go now. 19.
You hit. It's a crit.
That's
What-
right.
What does it look like as the Triceratops Zord careens through the sleigh, tossing Heximus out? He is blasting off again. I will say that much.
As Cameron's good buddy, the Macedon, blares a delightful tune that inspires me onward.
It's
It is
doot 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 doot.
He's quite the jazz trumpeter.
a little Miles Davis behind me. It's not graceful. It's just full on head down, dead forward into it, and drops the head, gives him the horns, and up he goes before partially trampling the sleigh and ending up on the other side of him.
Yep. And as I said, you do see Heximus go flying out of the sleigh. Reality shifts back to what you're used to as Heximus goes flying, and he lands. You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell, especially Evie being in the air. And now you are actually truly in your Zords. Heximus has landed back in front of Santa's workshop. So we will go ahead and switch maps again.
Let's go get him.
Good job,
All
Spike.
right. With the threat of the monster getting away with Santa's sleigh, the Zords will head back to their holding areas as you guys are able to teleport to Heximus's location in front of Santa's workshop, where he is kind of dusting himself off, getting the snow out of it, and he is stomping on the ground mad and goes, you Rangers, you always ruin everything. This is my holiday. All the holidays are mine forever and for always. And you had to keep me from it for this time. Well, I'm not taking it anymore. You're all going down. We will start combat.
Buddy, I don't think this is going to go the way you want it to.
Mm-mm.
I've got to refresh Roll20 because that little spinny box won't go away.
I had
Yeah,
to
mine
do
either.
that.
I
I had to do that too.
I just did that too.
Don't go too far, Zords. I feel like we're probably going to have to deliver all the presents this year because we smashed Santa's sleigh.
Shh, don't tell Santa.
Yeah, gonna
What?
Roll 20.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
I
No
mean,
valid token was selected. Oh, okay.
if the sleigh counts as a Zord, then it should be fully repaired after this during the next scene.
Aaron is correct. Yes, but it does not quite count as a Zord.
Ah, darn.
I don't have to press a button that says I'm morphed on the sheet, do I?
No. Well, if you do, it
Yeah.
does change. It does
It
change
changes your
your
toughness.
yeah. It changes
Oh, I
your
click its
toughness and
morphin
stuff.
time. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes,
I didn't see the button even though it's in the middle on the top.
it is in a decent place. And also the Red Ranger, all of them are supposed to change color. It's only the Red Ranger that changes color because again, they stopped work on the character sheets in Roll20 before they finished everything.
Oh, your character sheet changes color. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is so cool because it's tied into the role that you choose in the top right hand corner. I was like, oh, this is cool. So when I made the Red Ranger first, I put it all in. I clicked on the button. I was like, oh, it changes to red. It should do that for everybody else. I put in blue. Nope, just stayed the same. I'm like,
Wah wah.
yep. It looks like everyone is rolling their own initiatives this turn.
We're not going off of Thea's?
Doesn't look like it.
Why not?
Thea
I was
didn't
just
say she would.
I was just adding to the tracker. If Thea's leading us into battle again,
I am
I'll
happy to
definitely
do
follow.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
think I don't think
So-
I added. I don't think anybody else has rolled except for Rachel. So
Nope. All right. So let me add the 4 again, and everybody else roll me a D4.
we're
and I
really
will
good
add
at
it.
initiative, y'all.
Max
Really
that
good at
4
initiative now. Yes.
in the wrong direction.
Except in
Yep.
this case, you actually want to roll low.
Yes. All right. So Tristan has a 20. I have to add him to the tracker. 20. Rachel has a 20. Evie has a 22. And Cameron has a 22. Awesome. All right. Let's get you guys sorted. All right. Thea, go ahead and start us off.
All right, y'all. I got a plan. So I have a roll power called Let's Bring 'Em Together. As a standard action, I can spend 1 point of personal power to begin the Let's Bring 'Em Together process. Taking a contingency action with the trigger, when all my teammates' power weapons are joined, we will combine our attack on Heximus. For this feature to work, each other teammate must move to be adjacent to me and name the same contingency action. When all of your teammates have moved adjacent, spend 1 personal power and name the appropriate trigger. The combined power weapon attack takes place. Gains an additional 2 upshifts to hit using my attack traits and abilities, but inflicts 1 damage upon a successful hit per participating member. So we can do a big team attack if we want to.
Cool.
And after the attack, the team's power weapons are returned to them as normal.
You know what? I'm willing to do that if
And we all get together will be the thing.
If I get to the top of the Christmas tree, I bet you we can all get together.
The
Done.
top of the Christmas tree.
Done.
You guys don't forget. You guys all have triple movement speed when
leaping.
when leaping.
Oh yeah, top of the Christmas tree.
Oh,
Here we go.
100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, some crouching tiger, hidden dragon shenanigans going on here now.
It's merry time, y'all. Let's go.
It's very.
Alex, roll a driving people check to get to the top of the tree.
All right, so Thea has ascended to the top of the Christmas tree and is standing on the star.
There's my personal power for the master of attack.
But where are
Evie.
all the rest of us going to stand while we're posing?
Evie will leap up next to Thea, tossing her power rifle into the air and kind of doing the holding on to one branch thing. And here's my personal power.
All right.
We're gonna be the Power Angels on top of the tree.
All right. Yeah, this is where everyone's personal power comes into play because you actually do have to use personal power for this.
Yep.
And I've got 1 story point for when I roll and I miss to hit him.
Please don't.
Cameron, it is your turn.
I'm going to follow suit and jump to the top of the tree with everybody else and put my howitzer in place.
The Howlitzer?
Howlitzer gauntlets, yes. Basically Shuri's gauntlets from Black Panther.
And then I'm going to use the free action to give you the you got this. Technically, it's heart of the team. 2 upshifts on your roll.
Oh, we got this.
All
We
right.
got this.
So
Tristan.
that'll give you 4 upshifts.
Yep.
Tristan's going to jump back behind you here because that seems appropriate. And take the Stego Smasher, put it under the bottom of this thing, and brace it as we're waving unsteadily with 5 people on top of a Christmas tree as a bit of a tripod to hold it up.
It is a
And-
gigantic Christmas tree, to be fair.
Yeah. It's still a pine tree, still a little worried, so we'll just add some extra steadiness to it and put the head on the.
All right, and Rachel.
Well, I'm not gonna shoot this in the foot. I will jump down as well.
Rachel goes and knocks him out.
Nah.
Rachel is a cat.
No, I will leap to join everyone else in the tree, and I will throw my chakrams up in the air, and they'll actually start rotating opposite one another in front of like the barrel of this gun that's been created. So they're going to start sparking and performing and being like focusing lenses.
All right, so I I love this, but I want to know from each. I want to know what this looks like from a standpoint of you have a glaive, a rifle, a giant hammer, two chakrams, and a pair of howlets or gauntlets that are the power weapons for this team. What does the combined power weapon look like?
Also, the
Ooh.
giant hammer is a one-legged. It's not a bipod. It's a pod.
Monopod.
This monopod underneath.
To stabilize it.
Yep.
I'm assuming that my rifle will form the stock and the trigger for the weapon.
Okay.
The glaive, the head of the glaive swings down to form the stock that you can brace against.
Mhm.
So like the flat part of the glaive becomes the actual stock.
Okay.
And the howitzer gauntlets like shoot energy blasts, right?
No,
Yeah.
mine looks like a sight.
Yours, nice.
Eh.
That's precise.
I'm looking through the mouth of the howitzer.
Yep. And then Rachel's your spitting chakrams basically make up the barrel.
Mhm.
All right.
Wonderful.
Alex, go ahead and give me a roll. You're looking for a difficulty 18.
Here we go.
You've got 4 upshifts.
You have 4 upshifts.
Right, and this is my Thundertail Javelin thrown, right?
You will.
Or should I just press Thundertail Glaive?
Let's see here. Let me look at the ability real quick because we are way ahead of time, and so I can actually spend a little bit of time to do that.
Yeah, it says it becomes a ranged attack that has a reach of 120 to 250
Right.
feet.
Yeah. So you would actually use targeting.
Okay.
You're not going to suffer. You're not going to suffer a snag for this.
Okay.
But you're gonna roll targeting with 4 upshifts. Just make sure that it's no snag.
Skill shift, upshift, right?
Yep.
And I'm at 0, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, up to a D8 plus 7.
Yep.
Okay. Difficulty 18. No snag.
Oh, do you want a personal power too?
Yeah,
Yes.
you need to spend the personal power too.
Yeah, I think I spent one at the beginning. Do I have to spend another one at the end?
No.
No,
Okay.
this was deuces.
Oh, okay. 21.
21 will hit. You have 5 people in this group, so 5 points of damage blasts into Heximus. What does it look like?
I say, we know that you've been naughty. It's our turn to be nice. And just laser death beam all over that part of the snow down there where he is.
Laser death beam. All right. So the beam hits, the sparks go flying. He does the and he turns and slams into the ground and explodes in smoke. And he says, "I'll be back next Christmas."
Please don't.
And we'll be waiting for you.
And then we all grab hands and we make a star formation on top of the tree.
No one likes sequels.
With that, the threat to the North Pole is ended. You guys are able to kind of get down. Santa and Clea come out of the workshop, and they see the destroyed remnants of Santa's sleigh. And Clea just kind of looks at Santa and goes, "I can't fix that by tomorrow night." Santa goes,
You'll just have to do Christmas in a Zord.
"Yeah." maybe 5.
Yeah.
Can we
We
make it
got
the
you.
Megazord with a big bag?
I was gonna say, I'm picturing the Megazord with a giant Santa cap and the bag just thrown over its shoulder.
And
That
They
will
would've
knock her
totally
down
done
the
that.
chimney.
that is
will never.
absolutely what we were going to go with. So, since it is the day before Christmas Eve, you guys are able to head back to Angel Grove, debrief with Zordon and the rest, and then Christmas Eve night, you head back to the North Pole. You form the Megazord, and what happens? Each one of you will get a turn to narrate something that happens on Christmas Eve as you and Santa deliver presents in the Dino Megazord. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I got first.
Okay. Nope. Tristan, go ahead.
Because Tristan has the plan. We have
Tristan has the plan.
teleporters, and he's going to he has a day, enough time to completely mess this up, but do it anyway. He's going to work the teleporters to where they can do a short jump. So if they need to go down the chimney, just push this button, and they will be teleported down the chimney because we're not going to fit.
Give me a technology roll, please.
Sure.
Difficulty 12.
And you know, I have another great idea today. So we'll make it with an edge.
Nice.
With edge.
Do we all need to be the Red Ranger for this?
21.
No, but you all do have to wear Santa caps.
Got it.
On your helmets.
On top of our helmets, right?
Yep. Yes, you did. So, what does it look like, Tristan?
Then just
Did you-
takes everyone's morphers shortly. Comes back as, here you go. Just tap, and he will end up on top of the base. Hit it again. Come back down. See, it works just like Santa.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll go
Can I
next. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to narrate something for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thea uses the teleporter to get down the chimney, comes into the room where milk and cookies is laid out. And as you're taking a taste, you realize that song playing on the radio is Last Christmas.
No!
You also realize that somehow, some way, that cookie gets through that little mouthpiece on your helmet.
Mm-hmm. Christmas magic.
Christmas magic.
It's way
Thank you, Alex.
I got whammed.
Who's next?
Alex, you were about to say something before Laura jumped in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I do my best to go up and down chimneys delivering presents as much as possible. Anything that seems like, if I find one toy that seems like it's sufficiently cuddly, I'll sneak into somebody's room and I'll slip it under their pillow, Grinch style, or reverse Grinch style.
Reverse Grinch style.
Reverse Grinch style. I also feel like Thea, at the end of all this, is like looking at her Fitbit, going, "I did not get only that many steps today."
There's absolutely no way.
You were riding a Tyrannosaurus. Yes, that's right.
I put
Right.
the Fitbit on the T-Rex. He knows.
You can't cheat. Put it on your Zord.
All right, Evie or Rachel?
I think Rachel will, since we started out in Santa's workshop, I think Rachel will take a little bit of time before we leave and pick out the perfect present for that little girl that we saw in the naughty nice machine. Like, kind of projecting back just to see like what she might want, and it's gonna be like she's gonna wake up on Christmas morning with like the exact thing that she wanted and hoped for, with a little handwritten note from Santa.
In Evie's handwriting?
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't know who Santa is, but
Or in Rachel's handwriting, sorry.
in Rachel's handwriting, but I know he's real.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. And then Evie?
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the bullet that Cameron suggested. So as as the pink Santa Ranger, teleports down the chimney of a house and is setting presents underneath the tree. Evie turns and there is a little girl sitting there, just, slack-jawed, open-mouthed, like, but you're a Power Ranger, you're not Santa. At which point, Evie will kind of crouch down and go, shh, we're helping Santa out this year on a very special mission. And I've got something just for you in my bag. And I will pull out one of the top-end, ridiculously overpriced Nerf rifles and toss it to this little girl and say, if you work hard training with that, maybe you can be a ranger someday. And then I will put my finger against the nose of my helmet and teleport up the chimney.
Love it. Love that.
Not 20 minutes later, when that child has finally gotten the shock off of their face, we pan to the inside of their houses. They're running up the stairs, throwing open their parents' door, and just rat-a-tat-tatting their parents with the Nerf darts, going, "This is my boomstick!"
One-handed cock.
and we all say that those parents are raising that kid right. So the rest of the evening is eventful but uneventful. You spend the time traversing the globe, giving to all the good little boys and girls of the world, and spreading all of that magical holiday cheer. At the end of the night, when all the gifts have been delivered, you get back to Santa's workshop, where he goes, I can't thank you Rangers enough for helping me out with everything, not only a week ago but also tonight. It's more than I could have hoped for, and I have something for each of you. And he goes into the back and he brings back a gift in your Ranger color wrapping paper, and he gives it to you. And Thea, what do you get from Santa Claus?
I get a brand new pair of red track shoes that light up when I run.
Okay. Evie, what do you get from Santa?
I receive a one of those I didn't have time to look up the title because you caught me unprepared for this, but one of those like Zen and the Art of Shooting books and instructional video.
Nice. Cameron.
Oh,
What
that's
did you
a
get
tough
from
one.
Santa?
I already got the best gift from Evie, a week ago. He gets me a new soundboard for my mic setup. Because Tristan had played with the last one a little too hard.
He overtuned it trying to tweak it for you.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded
Right.
really
That
good for that
tracks.
minute.
Tristan, what did you get from Santa?
Tristan will unwrap it, look down somewhat confused, and after a moment picks it up, and it looks like a snow globe, but it's a blue cylinder, and in the middle is Zordon's face, and he's holding it weird, and he shakes it, and the snow swirls up and goes across his face, but when it comes down, it settles on it like a big white beard on Zordon's face. Just looks. Shakes it again, and it comes back down. He shakes it, and comes back, and the beard's back. And it's just giggling to himself.
He got one of those magnetic
Fake beards.
yes.
Oh yeah, like the ones with where it was the little iron filings,
Yep.
and the magnetic pen.
Yep.
Also, thank you,
I love it.
Biohazardous, for the follow. That we appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Thank you. And Rachel. Rachel, what does Santa get you?
So she's gonna open it up and fish around in there and be a little confused, because it's not something that would be for her at all, but it is a gift that would be perfect for Aiden.
Mm.
And she sort of looks quizzically at Santa, and he just goes,
Excellent. All right. You guys teleport back home. You're able to spend the holiday with your families and back in Angel Grove, where undoubtedly you will be called upon to deal with the next monster incursion. However, as before we fade to black, we do find ourselves looking at a imposing magical palace up on the moon. And as we zoom in to the telescope and the giant pendulum clock that swings in the background, we hear the distinctive wah of Rita Repulsa screaming as a giant lump of coal with a bow on it sits on her table. And that, everyone, is the end of our Power Rangers holiday special. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this completely tripped out, wacky version of an idea that I had.
Did we go to the moon to deliver that, or did Santa go after we left for the night?
Santa went after you left for the night.
Amazing.
That's fantastic.
Oh, thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. Thank you to my players for putting up with my shenanigans and my off-the-cuff running of this adventure. I had a blast running this for you guys. I'm hoping you guys had a blast playing in it, and if
Hell
you're
yeah.
watching at home, I'm hoping so as
Yeah.
well. We'll go ahead and go around, see if anybody has anything to say. We have any news around the channel tonight. So starting with Alex.
Yeah, so just news around the network. Tomorrow we'll have a new blog post up talking all about our experiences with NaNoWriMo. Aunt Puppy was the one of us who finished the challenge, so she has some insight about how that all went. And I wrote a lot, but not on the thing I was supposed to, so I have a little bit to say about that. So that'll be good. On Tuesday, we'll be back with Something in the Dark, which is our ongoing arcade stream. Wednesday, Aaron will be running a fun one-shot that I'll let him tell you a little bit about more. And I'll let Deuce do the sponsorship segment. But if you don't know, we do have a Patreon over at patreon.com/Untold Stories Project, where we post stuff all the time that's exclusive just to the patrons. There's a plan going forward for some additional content going up that I'm very excited about. Yeah, so head over there if you want to support us some more. Thank you, Flash Arc, for your gifted subs tonight. Thank you, Biohazardous, for following. Thank you, Goblin Cave, for the raid. And I'll pass it over to Aaron.
So yeah, Alex hit most of the things I normally would talk about. But next week in this very same time slot, we are going to be sticking with the 90s nostalgia as we go to White Wolf Street Fighter, the storytelling game, as a group of ragtag street fighters get to participate in the fight before Christmas. Which it's going to be a 2-week game. It should be a lot of fun, and it's possible that a certain number of Christmas icons might show up during this little fighting tournament. So if you have a fondness for Street Fighter, if you have a fondness for holiday specials, if you happen to remember Street Fighter, the role-playing game, or the storytelling game, which had one of the most unique and cool and weird mechanics I've ever used for combat, come on next week. It should be a lot of fun. And I will pass down to Laura.
Hey, I don't have anything to plug. I just wanted to say that actually somebody ran Street Fighter at UConn. I have some friends that are very much obsessed with that game, so it should be a good time. But nothing from me. Over to Deuce.
Hello, you lovely people. Thank you so much for watching. However you do, whether live, we love having you here and adding to our shenanigans and making newspapers stick to putty. Wonderful times. Or watching after the fact. Tell us how we did. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Just tell us anything because we'd love to hear from you. We'll also say thank you so much for the good people at Norse Foundry. They make great products. So that way when you get into stocking, you found that heavy lump in the bottom of your stocking. It's not coal. It's an awesome boulder. I mean, as a matter of fact, if you got friends, Just buy a crap ton of them, give them to everybody. Yeah. I'm not saying it did that. I'm just saying if you use the code USP Norse, saves you 10%. Money for you, gifts for them, everybody wins. But it was a wonderful time, and what made the chase scene even better was the fact there was no speedster to ruin it. See what happens when you don't play speedsters? You have a great Christmas special. That's my gift from Andy this year, and I love him for it. So with that, over to Carl.
Hey guys, nothing really to promote, just gonna echo everybody else. Had a really fun time. This was great. Hope to hop onto the channel again, either to run something or participate in something else. And I didn't know there was a Street Fighter RPG, so it's time for me to go spend more money on a thing I will not play.
Good luck. It's
Out of
very
print.
out of print, but there is a fan version which I'll send you a link to.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Hey, I love not spending money on things I don't get to play.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas gift. Welcome to the season.
Carl, if you want to
Alright.
run Old Gods of Appalachia over here anytime, my friend.
Oh yeah, no, we'd love that.
I bought the deluxe version of the Kickstarter, and I haven't had a chance to even look at it yet.
I'd be happy to. Yeah, I got a full adventure written up. Andy's played it already.
Oh, it's such a fun adventure.
Here for it.
You have to beat your players off with a stick. We're all here for it.
Cool. Yeah, just let me know.
Awesome. Yeah,
All
Deuce
right,
lives
well,
in Appalachia, and my family's from there, so I love the podcast and I love everything about it.
Yeah, I grew up just at the very edge of those on the Pocono Mountains, so
Oh no, I'm deep in it, so I got this delightful timber.
All right. Well, thank you everyone again for joining us tonight, for joining us on YouTube or however you're watching this. We really, truly do appreciate all the support, and we will see you next time.
Awkward Calvin wave.
Also, Andy, good job flexing on Calvin and me by having 15 minutes left over in your one shot. It's disrespectful. But